Hey everybody, what's up? I was off again today. I called in sick. I guess it's technically not considered a sick day if it's like the second day you call in. I'm actually feeling a lot better, so thanks everybody for your well wishes. Um, because I slept all day yesterday, I slept horribly last night and just couldn't bear to get up this morning and just decided to take a personal day. Uh, Around 1 or 2 o'clock, I got stir crazy and decided to go see a movie. Um, I've been waiting to see this, and it's been in limited release, the movie Across the Universe. I mentioned the soundtrack um, in a few posts ago. Uh, this movie is basically a musical, uh, kind of a musical. It tells the journey of these people from in the '60s um, through the Vietnam War. It's kind of a love story, but it's basically done. I think 90% of it is all music. There's some dialogue, but not a lot. It's basically all music. Um, I bought the soundtrack because Bono did two songs on it. He does "I'm the Walrus" and "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds." My top two favorite bands of all time are U2 and the Beatles. So to hear Bono sing a couple Beatles covers is it gets no better than that for me. It's amazing. But oddly enough, the soundtrack I find very moving. Even the non-Bono songs, all the other songs are sung by the actors in the movie. So there's a real rawness to their voices. Bono has a role in the movie, a small role. So I took myself to that today. It finally came to the area in limited release. Only a few theaters have it. Uh, so I went to a matinee like at 3 o'clock today, and I know this movie won't be for everybody, but I was so moved and captivated the entire time. The music was fascinating to see the interpretations of these songs. Um, for example, the song "I Want You, She's So Heavy." Somebody got drafted, and they played on the "I Want You, Uncle Sam" thing, and "She's So Heavy" they were all carrying the Statue of Liberty. It sounds bizarre, but it was just absolutely amazing. And it was a beautiful love story. Soundtrack was incredible. Bono had his part was awesome and kind of got psychedelic there. And that's the thing is it would mix reality with the psychedelia stuff, and there was a little animation. I'd heard it. Somebody compared it to Moulin Rouge, and really, I don't. Other than it being a musical, it's not like that. I know this won't be for everybody, um, but if you're a Beatles fan, you have to see this. There are references throughout to Beatles songs. There's one part, number 9 is on the door. There's another part where all these blue meanies show up in the background. Just a lot of subtle references. The characters' names are all Beatles songs. There's Rita, Jude, uh, Prudence, Lucy, Maxwell. There's a part where he's banging on a silver hammer. There's another part where Prudence comes in through the bathroom window. Uh, Amazing. I sat there the entire time, just captivated by this experience. I mean, it was a very visceral experience. I found myself kind of tapping my foot, moving to the music, singing along under my breath. Luckily, there weren't a lot of people in the theater, maybe like 6 people, um, but it was incredible. So if you're a Beatles fan or you're into kind of different types of movies, check this out. Go to iTunes and check out the soundtrack. The soundtrack gives you a good idea. There's a part of it that reminds me of Forrest Gump and how Forrest Gump took you through time, took you through the decades. This kind of takes you through the '60s, um, really through the revolution that happened with people against Vietnam War. But it also had the British take on it and what happened overseas, and they come to New York and kind of the hippie revolution that happens, and just the various takes on the war and the art scene and the psychedelic scene and the music scene during this exciting time in history. Frankly, it's a time in history I wish I would have been alive in if I could pick one time. But yet it showed how passionate people were for and against this war, and how the peace activists, how the lines got blurred um, between revolution and peace and riots, and then Martin Luther King's death came in there. And when I saw the riots and the anti-war sentiment and the people, the riots against the war in this movie, it brought me back to what's happening in our world right now with this war in Iraq. That is a defining moment of our generation. Um, I remember in college we had the Saudi Arabia war, and there was a fear of getting drafted. And we had friends that went over there, but this all lasted like a year, where this Iraq war, well, that's a different story, isn't it? So, movie won't be for everyone, but I am moved. I'd say I'm moved beyond words, but I've got over 6 minutes to prove that I'm not moved beyond words. But hey. So, thanks for everybody's well wishes. Check out the movie, check out the soundtrack. Uh, all you need is love. Wow, I'm just blown away. And I got this playing in the background. I mean, the main character's name is Jude. How cool is that? Uh, anyway, that's all for now. Talk to you guys later. Bye.